another airbrush noob. What are we working on today? Well, I'm going to work on some pre-shading for some of my War Machine models. I'm going to be working on Silas, Ragman, P. Iris, and who's the other guy? Orin Midwinter. Then for my Merc army, I figured I might as well start getting some more of them done, as there are quite a few of them that I do use. I'll be posting a bat rep soon enough, where, you know, another adventure of Drake McBain. I'll be posting that, and I'll be using those models, but like they're still going to be in the same state that they are right at the beginning of this video. And yeah, so pre-shading. Been asked questions about this stuff before, and I don't really do a lot of pre-shading. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through some Minotaur Raven Black. Well, I've already done that. They're already been prime black, and then I've gone over them again with Raven Black just to reestablish the base layer. We'll be using base gray first to establish the first kind of layer of highlight, and then we'll be going to Snow White. These are all Minotaur colors. I already gave them all a good shake. Got their agitators still in there. Everything's still good. Everything's fantastic. So I get a lot of questions about pre-shading and, you know, what to do and, you know, kind of whereabouts to go with it. So for some of you who are not familiar, I mean, this is P. Iris. She's a really funny pose, but she's got this nice big flowing cloak. So that should pick up highlights and stuff like that really nicely. This is Orin Midwinter, and he's got a big flowing cloak, and that should pick up highlights and stuff really nicely, because really what we're going to do is we're going to go with a zenithal style. And when you're pre-shading, oftentimes zenithal style highlighting is basically the order of the day when you're going this route. That this is pretty much what you're going to do is zenithal style, because you can't really get into kind of edge highlighting or anything like that, because it's just not going to happen. I mean, well, you can, but it's like a huge pain. And so next will be Ragman. He's just a little feller. And then my Silas model, and he's almost a must-have for any Merc Warcaster who needs his or her focus. So yeah, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna spray him. I'm just gonna stay in nice and tight. I'm only working with about 40 psi, I do believe, on my brush. I'm using a Patriot 105 from Badger, and yeah, it's just gonna be me working through the progression of the highlights. I've done a quick tip on this subject. I think it's been posted. Yeah, I think it's been posted. But this is just me re-establishing what that kind of is. Just enjoy the view, watch the work. Kind of, maybe, you know, some of you who aren't familiar with my work in Mini Wargaming's vault, you know, that's fine. But you're gonna get to kind of see what I do, I guess. For some of you who aren't familiar, but I imagine you're all familiar with what I do. And it's random silliness. Hilarity. The hilarity that always ensues. So hopefully I don't mess these up. Silas and Ragman should go by fairly easily. Iris should go by fairly easy. It's really Orin, because the way his cloak kind of cuts out like that, and so I don't really want it collecting too much of, you know, the final highlight. But we'll see, right? How do you handle that situation? I don't know. I guess you're gonna find it. Stay tuned to find out. Stay tuned. The airbrush noob. Work continues. Mercs. I don't know what to call this one. The airbrush noob. Something with Mercs. Pre-shading. Mercs. I don't know. I kind of like going with, you know, like kind of a movie title for this stuff. I can't think of anything. I've got nothing. Maybe we'll just sit here for like half an hour and discuss, you know, possible airbrush noob titles. Let's get to work. Oh man. And so there we are, kids. Pre-shading. 4 models. Left it in pretty much real time, I think, just so you guys can kind of see how the the whole brush stroke and everything goes. As I tried to concentrate more of the whites at some of the key points of the models. And the head, just the cloaks, the head, the hands. And then later on, once I put the colors on them, then maybe I'll do some OSL, like for Orin here, and maybe Ragman. Ragman, he's got this necromantic energy that's coming out of him. And the artwork anyway. And I kind of like to go with the artwork as far as like how they're colored, and just try and go with the vibe of them all and what have you. But there it is. It's as easy as that. Appreciating is a really fast way. Look, we got 4 models ready to go. All I gotta do is start slapping on some colors. And now, if you guys are curious about what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna color them after I've pre-shaded them, I'm sure you guys already know how I'm gonna do it. Some of you guys probably already know what I'll do. But for some of you out there who don't know what I'm gonna do, leave a comment below. Give it a thumbs up. What have you? Because if you really want to know what I'm going to do when I'm going to color these guys and put the highlights and like what else am I going to do? After you pre-shade, then what do you do? What do you do? And so, until the next Airbrush Noob, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other YouTube goodness, and I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, I'll probably film whatever I'm doing. Oh, you guys want a sneak peek at what else I'm gonna do? I'm also working on this guy right here. This guy. I'm finally getting this guy finally painted. Beginning to end kind of tutorial for everybody. A beginning to end how I paint this guy. So stay tuned for that one as well. And that'll be going up on my YouTube channel as well. But he's not done yet, so it's a little ways away before we see how this ends up. All sorts of fun, all sorts of goodness. Jeez, you guys are special for staying tuned to old Chris's channel, because Chris is pulling out all the stops, I think. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next video.